Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, I know some of you might be thinking, hey JB, you showed us the Kansept Sprite. Well, you're right. I did show you the Kansept Sprite. This is the Kansept Gremlin, which is basically pretty much just a sized down version of the Sprite. To me, personally, I think they got the names turned around. Gremlin would be bigger, Sprite would be little, but whatever. This is the Kansept Knives Gremlin, and it comes to us from the little Kansept pass around group started by Knife Dude. So shout out to Knife Dude, thanks a lot for doing that and for including me in the pass around. I greatly appreciate it. But yes, indeedy, this is the Kansept Gremlin. Now, as I said, just a pared down kind of version of the larger Sprite. How much larger? Pushing almost an inch and a half, inch and a quarter for sure, and in between an inch and a quarter and inch and a half smaller than the Sprite the Gremlin is. But let's take a look at it. I mean, the construction is really pretty much the same. Excuse me. You've got, now this one, where the Gremlin we looked at had the green micarta inlays. This has the nice marbled carbon fiber inlays, which look really, really nice. And if we can get a good look, I mean, they're inlaid pretty darn well. There's one spot, I think right there, you can kind of see it, where I can get it just a little bit, but for the most part, they're done, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Lanyard hole there, kind of on that mini titanium backspacer. Titanium build all around. Titanium milled pocket clip. Now, the one thing that I have talked a little bit about, Kansept's pocket clips. A few of them that I've seen. But I had a little bit better ramp on this one. Not too bad in and out of pocket, to be perfectly honest with you. Not bad at all. We'll definitely talk about that a little bit more later. Everything is chamfered really nicely. I mean, screws aren't inset, but they're out of the way. You can see they're kind of in that cutout right there. Sorry about that. Little focus issue. But not too bad. I mean, like I said, it's a mini Sprite. That's what it is. Riding on bearings, nice flipping action. No jimping on the flipper tab, but I mean, you really don't need it. Now, the other one thing I said was the detent. Now, the detent on this one, pretty darn good. I like that. The detent on this little guy, yeah, and I even put a little bit of pressure on the frame lock at that time, and yeah, not too bad. So the couple of issues that I kind of addressed, and like I said, they're small issues, but they're things that I personally thought, that if Kansept touched on, they could really become that next level knife. And they've kind of done it in the Gremlin for me. We'll see in models to come, but it's not bad. Not bad. Good action on this little guy. Yeah, that's a pretty darn cool little knife. And I don't know. I'm still trying to decide. Man, I might like this guy a little bit better than the Sprite, actually. S35 VN blade again. Small little recurve there. Nice swedge. Again, it's a smaller Sprite. That's what it is. I mean, there you go. But it says it's the Gremlin. It is the Gremlin. Let's check out our overall stats. Where the Sprite was a little over 8 inches, about 8 and an 1/8-ish. Here we've got the Gremlin coming in at right about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right about 6 3/4. So there you go. I mean, you can see it's pretty much a good 1.5 inches shorter. Handle length, I'm showing about 3 3/4-ish, which is pretty much going to give you right about a 3-inch blade, and darn near, I mean, just pretty much about a full cutting edge on it. And grip length on this one, whew, 3 1/4, pushing it to 3 1/4. We'll just say that. There you go, in my 3 3 3/4 inch hand. So yeah, it's a smaller guy. Those of you with larger hands would probably prefer the Sprite, because it had a little bit bigger handle on that one. Let's get a weight on it. 2.5, man, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And 72 grams. Really, really nice weight on the Gremlin. Now, as I said, the pocket clip, I said there wasn't a whole lot of ramp on some of those other clips. Now this one, a little bit better. Yeah, little bit better. I'm digging it. Not overly deep, but not bad. I think we're staying shy of that kind of 1/2 inch sort of standard, so not too bad there. Pretty solid in and out of pocket. Now you are kind of on that cutout, the relief for the frame lock. I did not find an issue with that at all. Access to your frame lock, yeah, that's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good access. Overall, guys, what do I like? What do I don't like? Well, you know, I like the Sprite, I like the build, I like the design, and I'm pretty much right there with the Gremlin. What I like more on the Gremlin, as I said, the detent. The detent seems to be a little bit more tuned on this one. I'm very happy with that. And the pocket clip seems to have just a little bit more ramp on it. Very, very happy with that. Otherwise, you know, there's honestly not a whole lot that I don't like about the Gremlin, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, seriously. It's a good little knife. I like the overall design. Action's good, detent's good. Yeah, I really don't find a whole lot to nitpick. Okay, I'll nitpick. It's right hand carry only. There you go. There's my nitpick. Yeah. I mean, seriously. It's just a really, overall, all around, pretty darn good little knife. Blue gives it pretty much his 8.5 rating. I don't see any reason to argue with that. There's nothing really that would really launch it higher than that, and there's definitely really nothing for me to detract from that. It's just the way of the world, pretty much, that a lot of knives just aren't left-handed friendly, which is a bummer for my left-handed friends, I will agree. Now, this little guy sells for, I believe it was right around, was that 170? Yeah, on Kansept's page, it listed 170. I'm pretty much sure that's what it sells for all around. Let me see here. Let me see if I can just pull up a different, what do we got? Now that's a little, yeah, there we go. Yeah, seems like 170. That's pretty much standard. So, not too bad. Not too bad at all. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the Gremlin? I mean, they're Kansept's doing some good stuff, as I said before, with, you know, some of those other ones. You know, I had a string of, I had the Warrior, I had the Sprite, I had the Shard. I mean, and all of them, they had that kind of pocket clip detent issue-ish, you know? And this one doesn't seem to have that. So I'm going to be really interested to see a few more Kansept knives, hopefully, in the future, and just see how those two things actually progress. For me, those are two things that I'm going to be keeping my eye on, to be perfectly honest with you. And could they have been knife-related, you know, specific knife-related? Yes. Without a doubt, they could have been. It just seemed like I had 3 different models, and all 3 models kind of had the same, you know, for me, had the same kind of nitpick. But not so much with this little guy. So thanks again to Knife Dude for setting everything up. Oh, excuse me. Thank you to Kansept for giving us the opportunity to check out the Gremlin. Thank all of you for checking it out with me. And remember, guys, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to y'all. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.